Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone. I hope you're doing really well. This reading is for Sagittarius. So let's see what's coming up for you. Please do rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I'm going to be using two decks this week. I'm using the Tao Oracle and I'm using the Ocho Zen Tarot. I've never used these decks together before, but they work amazingly together because they're created by the same person, and you know they both focus on the on Buddhism and you know the Buddhist kind of philosophy. And I love these decks. I think this one has been the love of my life for the longest time, the Tao Oracle. But I'm kind of getting to know the Ocho Zen because I haven't had it for that long, but they work together like amazingly well. So I just said, let me use them for you guys this week. So I'm starting with the Tao Oracle to basically just create the focus for this reading. So your card is the Excess card, Sagittarius. And it says stress, overload, exhaustion, obsessiveness, gluttony, burdens, worries, the breaking point. These readings are so weird the way they're coming up for you fire signs. They're giving very similar messages for each fire sign. I don't know why. Oops, and you have a card to flip out. You have innocence as your first card. Let's pull some more. Trust, and then you have conditioning. Oh wow, that's an interesting one, that last one. So basically, a lot of you guys that are fire signs are dealing with this type of energy. I don't know why. Like, it's all coming up like such a similar message. I almost feel like I could have made one video for all of you guys. So strange. Because it's like all of you guys are feeling this stress, you know, this anxiousness, this like feeling exhausted, tiredness, you know. You have to really be careful with that kind of feeling, so like you're taking on far too much. I feel like a lot of you guys, like, you truly need a holiday. A lot of you fire signs. I think all fire signs this week should just book a holiday and just go, I don't know, to a beach or something and just lay there in the sun and drink lemonade and stuff, because it's like all of you guys are just under too much pressure and too much stuff that is going on. And it's like, and literally what stands out here is the breaking point. I think some of you guys literally are at your breaking point, and you really have to assess that and really focus on that to change it. Because I even feel like some of you are going to be feeling this on a physical level. Like your physical body is going to feel drained, you know. So you really have to be careful with taking on far too much and doing far too much this week. Try to balance everything, you know. Try to spend time relaxing as well. Make time for it. Schedule time for it. Even if it's like an hour to yourself, make sure you have that hour just to sort of rest a bit, recuperate a bit, something, or get an earlier night's sleep this week and stuff like that. Just things that can help you to kind of just, you know, refresh and get your energy back up and stuff like that. It's this first card being innocence is kind of saying to me that I feel like to me that card always kind of speaks of wisdom with this old man with the little oh my gosh, I forgot what that praying mantis he has. So it's kind of like saying it's about finding the joy in the everyday experience. Like this older person, some people would say, why would he find joy in picking up a praying mantis? You know, kids usually would find joy in playing with an insect or, you know, something like that. But it's like, it's the childlike wonder and the childlike excitement that even though you may be 20, 30, 50, 60, older, it doesn't matter. You can still enjoy like the little things in life, the everyday things. create fun in your everyday reality, create excitement in your everyday reality. It's like you have to make time for play. And it's, to be honest, the best way I can explain this is, not even that long ago, maybe about an hour ago, I was thinking to myself, I want to buy all these different tarot and oracle card decks. And I was kind of questioning myself. Like, I kind of associate tarot and oracle cards with my spirituality. And very closely. I use them, I do the way like a Christian would have a Bible. Or a person that is, Islamic would have the Quran. I kind of feel like the tarot is my book of wisdom, and it's like that's in terms of my spirituality. But then a part of me was a bit like, but these are playing cards, really, and you find them fun, and it's almost like a game. And so it's like, can I take this seriously as really being a spiritual tool if I get so much joy in using them, like a child receiving a toy? And I was thinking to myself, that's exactly what spirituality is about. It's, we're sort of told, especially when you have a religious viewpoint of spirituality, we always kind of feel like it has to be so serious, and we have to like go somewhere and behave like adults and sit down and listen to somebody else talk and everything be so boring and everything. And it's like, who said spirituality is that at all? It can be you having fun. And isn't it even, better when you can experience the fun and the joy in just your everyday experience and your spirituality? It's amazing. And so that's what I would say to you or offer you in advice. Is it's like, not everything has to be that serious, even if you're a grown person. You know what I'm saying? And it just makes life easier. The more fun you have, even in the everyday experience, the happier you are, the easier it is for you to navigate in the world. So it's saying trust. Trust that, you can take a chance on something, you can take a risk with something. Not everything has to be the same all the time. Not everything has to be really super comfortable. Sometimes we have to step out of what is comfortable for us and actually do something spontaneous, different, exciting, new. But it's like sometimes, just like this person is, they've decided to jump without a parachute. Now, in a literal sense, I wouldn't encourage someone to do that. But I guess what the message that we can get from that experience is that sometimes we just have to have faith that everything is going to work out, that everything is going to be fine. Even if we can't see the outcome, we just have to know that within ourselves. So, yeah, that's an additional message. But this conditioning card is a fascinating one. And I think it's amazing that a card like this was put into a deck like this. Because there is so much that we can learn about ourselves if we could consciously assess how we are conditioned by our environment, things around us, people, our parents, all of this kind of stuff. I was thinking to myself, this was years ago, for that first time, but it was like, if you were in a position where you were never allowed outside the house by your parents, like never, and you were growing up year after year after year, you were never allowed out, and your parents basically told you, outside is dangerous, you can't go outside, all this other stuff, you would always believe that there's this huge amount of danger out there because of what you've been told, even without experiencing it. And I think, even though that's an extreme example, that is the reality that we face all the time. We're conditioned to see the danger so much in everything because we live in a very fear-based society for the majority of us, where it's like we're always told things to make us worried, make us scared, make us fearful. And even the way we're conditioned to be, and this could be through media, this could be, again, through our upbringing, stuff like that. Sometimes we have to question the things that we are told to see whether that is truth or a lie or an over-exaggeration. you know. And so there's something with this card showing up that it's saying that you have to sort of reassess maybe some of the things that you either think, or some of the things that you believe, or some of the things that are like showing up in your life. It's very easy to believe and base your whole life around a lie. Now, some people may think that's totally like, what the hell? But it's the truth. It's the truth. If a lie was told by the right person in your life, again, let's say it was a parent, it could be so easy for you to believe in that lie and believe it your whole entire life. So it's like sometimes we have to challenge things that we're told or made to believe and stuff like that, you know. So yes, peace and many blessings to you, Sagittarius. I'll be seeing you. Bye.